morning. My name is Rosalie, and we're at FOMO Friday at My Urban Toddler today, where we talk about fashion. But today we're actually going to talk a little bit more about more important things that are relevant to helping us be better parents and enjoying the childhood. And one of the most important things for me as a mother of 4 children is sleep. And so today we have a sleep expert that's going to talk about tips for us. But before I begin, I want to tell you one of the things why I love getting good sleep is so that I don't miss out on like fun things that my kids do or say. And so this morning my daughter is 8 years old, and I gave her a pair of leggings and a t-shirt to put on, and she put it on, and then I found her in the laundry room doing something. I'm like, what are you doing? And she's putting on a pair of shorts over her leggings, and I'm like, you're wearing shorts over your leggings? She goes, yeah, Mom, it's trending. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is
have
like,
a lot of patience.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, I see that. And I just gave her a big hug. I go, that is adorable. So
if you were sleep deprived, though, you might not have had so much patience.
You're so right. I might have been like, let's go, and I would have missed that really like poignant something that she did that's very relevant to today.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So I want to introduce all of you to Alexandra. She's from the Restful Nest, and I asked her to come in today to talk about sleep and how the importance is. So can you tell us how you began and why you started your business?
Yeah, absolutely. So as Rosalie said, I'm Alexandra, and I am the owner and founder of the Restful Nest, which is a sleep consulting business here in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I got into this because I was a teacher before this. I was an elementary school teacher, and I just noticed how many of my students that were coming in each day that were sleep deprived and just not getting what they needed.
Right.
You know, they were lacking, overall enthusiasm for school and life, and just having a hard time, learning and focusing.
Right.
And it affects everything.
It affects everything.
It really affects every area of your life. So that was kind of my first glimpse into the overtired child. And at that point, I really knew nothing about sleep, and what I could be doing except to tell these parents that they clearly needed more of it.
Where did you get your training?
So after that, I was kind of doing some research on children's sleep, and I came across the Family Sleep Institute, which is where I got my training.
Amazing.
And so I work with newborns through school-age children to teach them independent sleep skills. So I've been doing this now for 2.5 years. It's been the best job I've ever had in my whole life, and very rewarding.
I'm sure the parents are extremely thankful as they're learning tips on how to help them fall asleep. So why don't we start talking about today some of the things that you emailed me about, like what are some of the sleep essentials in creating that environment for a child?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I work with clients, we talk a lot about creating the perfect sleep conducive environment. We talk a lot about making sure the room is nice and dark, having some blackout shades, because any sort of light coming through, especially now that the days are a lot longer, it's a lot lighter earlier in the morning, a lot later at night now, early at night. So having some sort of blackout shades to really make sure it's nice and dark in there.
Are you guys noticing that your kids are getting up earlier and earlier, right? They're cutting into your morning time?
Yeah, light plays a huge role in our ability to sleep. So if there's light coming in, that's going to trigger an early morning wake up. And it's getting light around 5:30 now, so you do not want those 5:30 early morning wake ups.
I do think also at nighttime they're having a harder time falling asleep because they're like, Mom, it's still light outside.
Yeah, that's my 3-year-old. She's like, but is this nap time? And I'm like, no, this is nighttime now. It's just very hard to explain that, it's lighter for a lot longer now. So those blackout shades are very important. I also recommend a sound machine. I really love the Dome sound machine. I think it makes a really beautiful low white noise.
Why is that sound better than others?
Yeah, so I always recommend specifically white noise, because if you have other things like ocean waves or birds chirping or thunderstorms, it's not one consistent sound. It's a repetitive noise, and that can actually trigger more wake-ups.
Right.
So we want one consistent, beautiful white noise.
Does the white noise also work to cancel out some of the other signs?
It does, yeah, it's amazing. So it cancels out a lot of household noises, the dogs barking, other siblings, parents cooking, all of that. And it's really womb-like. So if you have a fresh baby, the womb is not a quiet place. So this is really mimicking mom's womb.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then they also make some on-the-go ones as well. This one for the bedroom is Dome. It's from Marpac, and this one is from HoMedics, which is actually a Michigan company.
Yeah.
And so you can actually just clip this right onto the car seat.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not a huge fan of on-the-go naps, but life happens. You've got to do that sometimes, so this is really nice to have.
Okay,
in the
so
car.
we've got the light and we've got the sound. What are some other things that you recommend to establish this sleep routine?
So you want to make sure the room is nice and cool.
Okay.
Our bodies prefer a cooler temperature while we sleep. So I think, especially as new parents, we want to bundle our babies up as much as we can because we think they're always freezing. But lightweight clothing and a lightweight sleep sack is actually ideal in a nice cool temperature between 68 and 70 degrees. So I love the Kyte Baby. I love the is it
Kickee Pants.
Kickee Pants ones because they're such lightweight bamboo clothing.
Right.
They're amazing.
I know. I think I did that at first. Like I would bundle them up, and then I would find them kind of sweaty and clammy, and that's not good. So I like this bamboo material because it's wicking away the moisture and keeping them dry and warm.
Yes, and they're so cute.
Right. These are adorable.
patterns.
Right. The other thing too is like when the newborns have those really razor sharp nails when they're little, and the nice thing you can find these fold over pajamas and or those bits.
Absolutely.
That's really nice. And then this is what you're talking about, the Kyte.
Yeah,
sleep
I
bag.
love the Kyte Baby makes bamboo clothing as well, and this is the sleep sack. So if baby is after that once baby's starting to roll and you move out of that swaddle, moving into either a transitional piece or a sleep sack like this is great.
She made Kyte Baby made this great sleep sack here that unzips and the baby can go in, and then the nice thing is that it has a two-way zipper at the bottom.
Oh, that's great.
So
For
if you're doing diaper changes in the middle of the night, you don't have to unzip this and try and find the reconnection in the middle of the night in the dark. I think that was like brilliant.
Yeah, that is brilliant. As little interaction in the middle of the night is ideal. So having that zipper on the bottom to
get in, get out,
get in, get out.
Good. And then, so you were talking about for newborns, you would swaddle them. What kind of like swaddling? Like you recommend swaddling?
I do, yeah. So again, we try to mimic the mother's womb as much as we can with the white noise, but also babies are, they're tight and secure in there. So when they're out in the world, they're like, this is new.
Right, the Moro effect.
Yes, they have that startle reflex as well. So, a nice tight wrap is good. So I know that you guys sell some here as well.
Yeah, so we sell different materials, and so like this one would be like an Angel Deer one from, like Angel Deer makes a muslin one, so it's super lightweight. We like these because it serves a lot of purposes. So it's going to be a nice tight swaddle, but it's also a great burp cloth.
Yeah, I use these for everything.
You really can, like, you go to the pool and you lay it down on top of the like pool chair or like anywhere where you're like, oh, I need a clean surface for my baby. Then you've got like this large cloth.
Absolutely. You can also use them as a lightweight blanket too if your child is over a year and you want to put some sort of a blanket in the crib.
They do. They get softer too.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And then Copper Pearl, this is a brand that we carry that their lightweight and breathable material is incredible. It just feels like
they're super soft.
Like, I don't know, vanilla would feel. I don't know if it had a texture. And then we also carry this product. It's the Nested Bean. And so this is the Zen Swaddle. And so the Zen Swaddle, the idea with this is that it's like adds
that little bit of weight.
Yes, right. It's got a
security for baby.
Weighted bird here. It's got these little beans or something in there. And this is a swaddle that's sized for 0 to 6 months. So instead of getting one for newborn and then moving up, this has a really cool design where if you open the Velcro here, you'll see it actually has 2 pockets. It has an inner pocket for the newborn, so when they're really small. And then as they get bigger, they move to the outer pocket. You can see here. And then you would swaddle it together, and it's a really nice close Velcro.
I love the Velcro ones because it really keeps them secure in there.
Yeah. So talk about the sleep routine. So after we swaddle them and we have the sound machine, what other things do you like kind of recommend for a routine?
So in regards to routine for nap routines, I try to keep those pretty short. A 10-minute little routine of putting changing the diaper, putting on the swaddle or sleep sack, and reading a story and popping them into the crib. But for nighttime routines, I do tend to make those a little bit longer. So I say about 30 minutes is an ideal routine.
So they're like really, calming down.
Yeah, we want them to mellow down.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a relaxing routine. What we don't want is for them to be playing and then we're just popping them into the crib and we haven't
I know
had
sometimes
any
my husband will
downtime.
actually like rile them up like shooting baskets and I'm like, oh my god, now they're like they're never going to bed now. Okay.
Yeah, so a 30-minute relaxing routine is ideal.
Yeah.
I love to stick a bath into the nighttime routine, especially for little babies.
Yeah.
It's such a significant event that's really different from the rest of their day. And,
Right.
if you think about a newborn, their day is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
They're either sleeping or
Eating.
breastfeeding or bottle feeding or
Right.
having a little play on their mat, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So incorporating that bath in there is such a significant event that's so different from the rest of the day.
Okay.
A good way to show their body that it's time for bed. So a beautiful routine would look something like having a feed outside of the room, a quick little 10-minute bath to kind of relax, moving them into their nice dark dim room with your sound machine going.
I love it.
Doing diaper and jammies, maybe a story, and then putting them into the crib awake.
So these are all fantastic ideas, and of course I'm going to tell you about some of the things that we carry here. So this is, and then this is a moisturizer too.
Yes.
So then you would also
I
maybe.
absolutely recommend, because I do recommend a bath every night. I always talk to my clients about looking at what's called the soak and seal method. So you want to put to make the skin not dry, you need to put moisture back into the skin.
Yeah.
And you do that by having water.
That's
so
right.
after that nightly bath, you want to make sure you're sealing in that moisture with some sort of a
This is so nice.
lotion.
I love seeing this. Like, oh my gosh, I'm learning a lot. So this is a brand that we carry. It's the Jack and Jill, and it's a natural. It's like organic oils and natural native extract. It's tear-free, hyperallergenic, plant-based, and it's a BPA-free bottle. So they come in like this one we picked out specifically to show you is the Serenity. So there's a body shampoo, there's a moisturizer, and then there's also a bubble bath. So that's the Jack and Jill line. And then, we carry a lot of different books, but this is a cute one that we just got. It's like, I love you, little one, and then it has a little light up moon to start
I love
the.
That is so
Yeah,
cute.
just to start the evening, and then you say 9-9, maybe you could just turn off the light.
So
but it's a really beautiful illustrated book. It's not too long, which I think
also
too.
a great thing. I
Yeah,
mean,
you
really,
don't.
You want to
need
pick
it
out one
novel.
book. You don't want it to be dragging on.
Yeah.
If you're dragging on that nighttime routine, the books are too long, then you're running the risk of overtiredness,
Yes.
and that's your worst enemy. So.
Or us falling asleep in bed and the child is still awake,
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
That has happened many times. So we have a lot of great products here, like the kids can enjoy. And so I wanted to ask you a couple questions for our viewers. How can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can find me on Instagram or on Facebook at The Restful Nest.
This is so great. Thank you so much for joining us today. We want to pick one special winner today out of you viewers. So if you comment below, something that maybe you did, like I will tell you, like something that I used to do. I used to take blue painter's tape and mark the spots on the floor that would creep.
I've heard of this, yeah.
Yeah, because I would rock my daughter to sleep for 45 minutes. Like, this is what you do when you only have one. I don't know. You're just like, oh, well, it worked and it's so lovely, right?
Yeah.
So, but I would take painter's tape and mark the floor, like, where the creeps are so that I could, like, gently, like, get
Not
out
to
of there,
wake her
like,
up.
Mission Impossible. So, comment below something funny that you used to do or something that you found that works for putting your kids below, and you will win one of these Kyte baby sleep sacks for your baby. Made out of bamboo. So thanks so much for watching,
Thanks for
everyone.
joining.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Take care. Bye.